Today we're joined. Welcome, I'm Dave Bazuki, founder and CEO at Roblox, and you're listening to Tech Talks, where we talk about everything that's happening at Roblox. We have a fast follow today. We're joined again by Matt Kaufman and Eliza Jacobs from our safety and civility team, hot on the release of facial age estimation, trusted connections, and a slew of other things. We are going to give you a real-time update on how that big release went. We're going to dive into some new things we're releasing. We're going to chat a little about what we're doing with vigilantes on Roblox. We're going to go a little over the future of our AI platforms as well. So buckle up, sit back. We have a lot of information, and we'll give you an update on some of the open source AI tools that we've released as well. Matt, Eliza, thanks for jumping back in with me today.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks, Dave.
Hey, we just got back from Washington, D.C., where we were hanging with a lot of people sharing our vision and our safety roadmap. And we are live now with a bunch of tech we've been working on for a while, including trusted connections, facial age estimation, and more really health-related things for users on the platform. How has the release of age estimation gone? Are people using it? Is it doing what we're hoping it will do?
Yeah, I can start off with that. First of all, we launched something called Trusted Connections. We did that about a month ago. And what it is it's a way for our users who are 13 and over to have more authentic conversations with their friends and people they know in real life. And in order to access that, you have to go through a facial age estimation. Which lets us take a picture of your face and you move your head around a little bit and we can get a pretty good idea of how old you are. And that lets us ensure that the product is only available to our users who are 13 and over. And when we talk about more authentic conversations, what we mean by that is unfiltered chat, text chat, and unfiltered voice communication in our party system.
And I think you're saying it nicely, Matt. When I've been on TV, I've explained that up till now, for example, if you wanted to call me a butthead, you couldn't do that on Roblox. And there's a lot of 15-year-olds who we feel it's okay for them to call each other a butthead, and there's actually a deeper reason for allowing 15-year-olds to call each other a butthead on Roblox rather than anywhere else. Can you share, what our motivation is for that?
Maybe Eliza can talk about what's age appropriate.
Yeah. I think what we're always trying to do is have products that are age and developmentally appropriate for our users. So in this case, if you're calling your friend that you know in real life a butthead and they know that you're joking, but you've done that through facial age estimation and trusted connections, then we don't really think there's a safety risk there, right? Whereas if we're calling someone in a game server a butthead, maybe that's a bullying issue or a harassment issue. So we're really trying to be contextual in our policies and keep everyone safe, but also not prohibit things that are really developmentally appropriate for kids to be engaging in with their friends.
Yeah, and so with facial age estimation, we're not going to allow 11-year-olds to call each other a butthead. But there's another benefit that's really subtle, and I share this when I'm in DC. We are trying to keep people on our Roblox platform, not as much always because we're driving engagement, but there's some unique things about our platform. All the text, all the voice is filtered for critical harms. We don't allow real-time image sharing. And those are things where we may see people try to go off platforms when we don't want them to.
That's right. Yeah, we would prefer that people stay on Roblox and participate and talk with their friends on Roblox rather than going off platform. And so we're trying to make these contextual tools available to encourage that.
Arguably, Roblox has one of the most creative, passionate communities in the world. We have over 100 million daily active users. We did something that was arguably controversial because we're thinking about the future, where a feature that was really in the very first spec of Roblox almost 20 years ago, which was a feature called Friends. We renamed that to Connections and Trusted Connections. And I want to highlight there's a lot of back and forth inside the company around this. I believe it's really a great move for us. Do you guys want to riff on why we made that move? And I can add on some of my thoughts about it.
Sure, I can start. I think When we think about the generic term friends, what we realized it was being used on Roblox and honestly on other platforms to reflect people who you knew really well. They might be your childhood friend and also somebody who you may have met once.
We need to just count the fingers. Oh yeah, wait, is it 6 fingers? 1, 2, okay, never mind, that's 5.
Playing a game and you thought, maybe I'll just add you to a list. And we thought that that really wide spectrum of relationships wasn't really well described by the word friend. So we introduced the notion of, and also somebody who you may have met once playing a game and you thought, maybe I'll just add you to a list. And we thought that that really wide spectrum of relationships wasn't really well described by the word friend. So we introduced the notion of trusted connections and then everybody else who's a regular connection. And this idea of trusted connections is we know more about the relationship between the two people. We know that both people have really opted into that and said, hey, like this is something that, I really want to become a trusted connection. I want to have more of this unfiltered free communication with. And so it just provides an extra level of transparency in those cases.
Yeah, and I would say a lot of people were, thinking that they have a lot of friends on
That sounds like AI so much.
Roblox, and we're not trying to get away from this. I think this stems from a future vision. Some of the people on Roblox are going to be my business associates, but not my friends. And some of them may be a parent or a sibling, or someone may be some other things. I think part of this is a future vision of having a wider taxonomy of the people and not really making any assumption about those relationships. Although we do realize the passionate community, this was a tough one, and we appreciate them understanding us. Hey, there's another thing that I think is going to be live when this goes live, and that's sensitive issues or sensitive topics. This one also took a lot of thought within the company, and we shared a bit on this whole notion that even in a very tight-knit community or in the
Bro, how
United
long is
States or the
this?
world.
How long is this, bro? Wait.
Oftentimes that is
You could have seen him with his friends this morning, Ruth.
Whether I was right or wrong is beside the point. You deliberately disobeyed me. That's what's important. Paul, I'm afraid you're going to have to do something about it before.
I heard on the Creekcraft video, like, the hands were, like, glitchy.
This whole thing too seriously.
Do you think he should be allowed to define me?
Oh, wait, so I
Policy
think...
violating. There is the output policy.
Oh! What is that? That is disgusting. Is this person a dinosaur or something? How do you get that genetic form for a hand?
Policy violating, and then is the combination policy
No. How the heck did you just...
violating? And actually, my team worked really closely.
An experience where we have
What the heck?
fit what an average user would be doing. And then all of those things
You can
and look
check
for
this guy. His hand is literally not... Why is it? I think it's just a shadow. I think
anomalous
it's just a shadow.
behavior, which is like, you know what? This looks like something that's suspicious, that doesn't fit what an average user would be doing. And then we send that particular case to our human investigators. And what we found is that
And that would open up an abuse factor that would mean that any game that,
Look at the
people
map, look, watch.
didn't like the developer of or something, they could just flood it and behave badly and get the game taken down. So we don't want to open up that abuse factor. We want to be fair.
Why does it go
But
so
that being said, we
fast?